I'm Jonathan Coppedge-Henley, the pastor of Woodlawn Community Fellowship here in Charlotte. You know, all of us have experienced a kind of letting go in our lives. Sometimes it's with the loss of a loved one, sometimes it's the loss of relationship, sometimes it's accepting a call, which means letting go of an old career. Sometimes it means letting go of our old perspectives. But however it works, the risen Christ has a way of meeting us wherever we're headed. The risen Christ always raises new life out of the wreckage that our lives often become. Two congregations here in Charlotte, Grace United Methodist Church and Selwyn United Methodist Church, which some of you will know as Muzan from back in the day. Both of these churches had come to a place where they were not sustainable anymore as a standalone congregation. But they found new life in realizing that they could come together to create a new congregation, to realize that God was doing a new thing through them, that they could be a new church together. With some help from Wesley Community Development Corporation and the outstanding staff over there, with some help from the United Methodist Foundation and some help from the conference itself, these two churches found themselves in a new experience, thriving, even though small, but seeking new life. Now they're excited about what God is doing in their midst. And they found that the property here at 737 East Woodlawn is kind of like the Galilee, where the risen Christ met those first disciples.
A few years ago, we learned that we were not going to be able to financially sustain anymore. So we went into conversation with several other Methodist churches close by that had similar issues, and decided with a lot of prayer and agony to merge with Grace United Methodist Church. And it's been good so far, because a lot of us had a vision of wanting to continue on, and so did they. So here on this property now, we are doing a joint venture headed by Wesley Community Development, and they've just started out of the ground townhouses here that we will receive some of the proceeds of the sale of the townhouses, as well as the land value, to continue our vision for the Grace United Methodist property it is further down Woodlawn, but now is Woodlawn Community Fellowship, a United Methodist Church. And so we are working together to decide what we want to do for a new church, to connect with the neighborhood, continue missions with all those in need surrounding the church, or even further beyond, and also continue our faith walk.
Hi, I'm Robin Taylor, and I love talking about resurrection here at Woodlawn Community Fellowship. I came here about 18 months ago because I live right in the neighborhood, and they were doing a community Christmas choir. And I had such a great time, and I was so embraced by everyone here that my family decided to stay. And we love everything that goes on here. There are so many great activities that demonstrate how folks here just are inclusive and demonstrate their love every day, regardless if you attend Woodlawn Community Fellowship on Sundays. We have a great community garden just down to my left, and anyone can come and join the community garden. We do lots of outreach for our community. We have so many young children here. We do movie nights, we do tree lighting ceremonies, we just had an Easter egg hunt, and it was so great to see all those kids here, seeing our campus views, seeing the resurrection of our campus after all of the work that so many people here have put in to bring two churches together and grow a new community. And it's just been so wonderful, and I'm so excited to be part of Woodlawn Community Fellowship.
In Matthew's Gospel, when Christ appears to the women after they had been instructed by an angel that they were to leave the empty tomb and go and tell the male disciples that Christ has been raised from the dead. But Jesus meets the women on the way, and as he blesses them, he tells them, the first preachers of the gospel, by the way, He tells them to go and tell the male disciples that he would go on ahead of them to Galilee. That's where they were to meet him. Galilee, the place where their lives took place. Galilee, the place where they lived, the place where Christ met them. Jesus always meets us where we are, but he never leaves us there. In fact, he reframes our understanding of life as we know it. For the people of Grace and Selwyn, their understanding of church has been reframed. Now that they've come together, they found that Christ has gone on ahead of them into this place. For the people of our community around us, their understanding of church has been reframed, I believe, by seeing a church that doesn't want to keep its doors closed. In fact, a church that is willing to extend the kind of hospitality where strangers actually help to craft our mission and our strategy and our understanding of what it means to be church where we are. New life here is different. It's different from what the two congregations understood separated. Now they're coming to understand that the risen Christ has gone ahead of them into the Galilee of a new congregation, Woodlawn Community Fellowship. And we found our land here. It's a place where Christ almost always has a new and exciting plan for us. Sometimes it means we ask harder questions. Sometimes it means we simply accept the grace and goodness of being together with new friends and with old. In these 50 days of Easter, may we find our doubt having all the questions that we have about resurrection. May we use these 50 days for our faith to deepen and strengthen and grow. And may we also find that the risen Christ always meets us in our lives, reframing us, reframing our understanding of ourselves and one another, and most especially, offering us the gift of resurrection. Christ is risen indeed.